back to Leave Me Alone. I'm working on it.
And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to you too.
Yes, welcome to you too. My name's Cassie J.
My name is Ore,
And we're really happy to have you here.
as you can see, especially that one.
We're having a great day. It's great. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Okay, Ore, today I want to ask you a question.
I get scared every time you come at me with that.
Well,
one.
now you know how I feel.
I don't do that to you.
Yeah, exactly. I prep you. I'm going to ask you a question so you can get engaged. You'll just be like, hey, Cassie, what if we built a rocket ship today? And I'm like, what? Where is that coming from?
Feedback taken. Feedback is a gift.
Feedback is a gift. Okay. What is your favorite soft girl activity?
What does that even mean?
Like,
like soft
living
life?
soft. Living soft life. What's your favorite soft girl activity?
Does it have to be one? Because I got a lot.
I want to hear about them all.
I love to get my nails done.
Done.
Makes me very happy.
Same.
As I'm activating my very American annoying girl voice. I do love to get my nails done. Makes me happy.
Yes, same.
I love to sit at the beach with Dami and you sometimes. And
Sometimes.
eat.
I got it sometimes.
And eat and drink. Because sometimes you're not always there.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
true.
it's
Sometimes
but like
I'm not
I do
there.
love to just like sit at the beach and have a nothing day.
A nothing day.
That's like
Ooh,
a food and a
a
drinks and
nothing
sun.
day.
A nothing day I love so
Nothing
much.
day drinking in the sun on the beach, eating good food. That's a great day.
That's a good day.
That's a great day.
Like
but it's a
it's
very
such-
soft day.
It's very soft.
It's a soft day.
Like when I say at the beach, and just need to clarify in this softness that we're talking about, I don't mean like the beach where everybody's at and the grandma. And
So it's a private beach.
so like not like a private beach, but like just pay a little bit extra to go to the hotel beach. 'Cause,
Got
it's
you.
always like
I got you. No, I got you.
so like and they sometimes
I
have
got
like
you.
those day passes.
I got you.
That one.
I understand.
That one. So it's not chaotic.
Yeah.
There's not people like
Yeah.
in wild bikinis. It's just like soft.
Soft. It's easy. I also really enjoy I don't like shopping, but I like shopping for like jewelry, like buying like pretty
You
things.
like home center.
Oh my gosh, home center
You
is
like
my
shopping for
favorite.
furniture.
I love shopping for furniture. I love shopping for furniture. It's so fun. But only for me. Like I don't want to do it for other people.
Yeah. No, of course not. Just for me. Like
Like I'm like people who are interior designers. I'm like
they do a lot. I
too
can't
much.
do
It's
that
too
for
much.
anyone.
It's too much. But like I love like for example, this ring that I'm wearing today is a ring I bought for myself from Swarovski, and I just like
It's very pretty.
It was just like a little treat for me.
For you.
Like a little treat for me. I was like doing a thing and I was like, I deserve a treat. So walked into Swarovski, got myself a nice pretty ring. Actually walk into Swarovski and get myself something often.
I mean, I
But, like,
wasn't gonna say it, but
I really do like Swarovski. But yeah, just, little, like, treat yourself. It's nice. And I think that for your mental health, it's super, super important. I don't know if you saw that story online. It was a while back, but I don't know if you saw the story of this girl. She was on TikTok and she was doing a story time. And she told the story about how, she was really going through it. Like she had such a bad job. She was dating this guy. He was amazing, but they lived, long distance. So they lived in different areas. And she had this job. It was a terrible job. Like her boss was bad. The work was bad. She was feeling so unfulfilled and unhappy. And so her boyfriend was just kind of like, okay, so then why are we doing this? Like, quit your job, move here with me. You can come live with me, and we'll work it out. And so she was like, "Oh,
that's
okay.
a big move."
I know, but she was like, I mean, they'd been dating for a while. She was like, okay, yeah, like let's see. So she quits her job. She moves over to him. They move in together. She starts making their house more of a home. He's like, you don't even need to get a job immediately. Like you can rest, you can chill. He pampers her, he takes care of her, she takes care of him. And then she's like, actually, I would love to start a business. He's like, I love that for you. What's the business? Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's co-create. Let's build it together. And then he invests in the business. He gives her the capital to start her business. And now she's living great. And she was sharing the story. But the comments, people were mad.
Why?
So
Why would you be mad?
I've really been trying to break it down and understand it. And honestly, it's because she's a person of color. Really, I think that people are mad when people of color live soft. And the people in the comments who were coming for her were also people of color.
See, this is where I get upset.
Saying, oh, this is only happening because.
Because what?
Because you are... They were actually really horrible things that they were saying about her, and she's a gold digger. That's probably one of the...
She's a gold
yeah,
digger.
that's probably one of the nicer things that they were saying about her.
Sure.
And I was just, so I don't really want to go into it, but like they were saying really horrible things to her because, and as I was reading these comments, I was just like, oh my goodness, like it kind of felt like everyone was going, how dare you be a black hun living soft? How dare you?
Wait, people actually said this?
Yeah, no, that's my summary of what was happening.
Okay.
My summary of what was happening. But everyone was coming after her. Like, it was really difficult to find a positive comment being like, we're so glad you found a man who treats you right. We're so glad you found someone who's supporting of you and is supporting of the work that you're doing and has created the space for you to live happy and comfortable and nice. Like, I really, really felt like the sum total and my summary is, how dare you be a black hun that's thriving? How dare you be a black hun that's soft when I'm suffering?
Actually,
when I'm going through it.
Maybe you're not wrong, because I didn't chalk it up to like that being maybe the viewpoint or the perception or whatever. But I think it's happened to you too. I've often had like a delivery, like food or whatever, come to my house.
Don't even get me started.
There's many instances, and there's a story I will tell. Like they'll come to the door, and then I'll open the door, and they're like, I have a delivery for someone's on. I'm like, okay, yes. And they're like, is it you? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, no. What's your name? And I'm like, what?
It's wild.
And I've had some of them say to me, go call your madame. And that is the right response, D2, jail.
No.
I've had them go call your madame. And I'm like, excuse you, I am the madame. What do you mean? That's my name. That's my delivery. Give me my delivery. And this one time, this guy arrives, and he was sweet about it. But he was like, do you live here? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, in this big house. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, how much do you pay?
Listen, that question is wild. Someone asking you, what do you pay for rent?
And then they ask you, what do you do?
Because we're trying to understand how do you have this? How do you drive this car? Let me tell you something. I got, when I was living in South Africa, I got a new car, but I still had my old car. So I now had two cars. And the complex that I was living in, the apartment, you get 2 parking bays.
Yeah.
So now I had both my cars parked in both of the parking bays. So I was like, cool, great, living, this is whatever. And I just hadn't gotten around to selling the other car. It was coming. Anyway, they in the complex as well, if someone parks in your parking spot, they call security and they clamp your tire, right? So that you must now go and pay a fine or whatever. Anyway,
I like that.
So I've come down and my new car has been clamped.
Sure.
My new car has been clamped in my parking space. And I'm like, so I get in and I'm like, why am I clamped? Like, I don't understand. And then the lady who lives in the balcony, in the apartment across from mine, she's sitting on her balcony as she always does. She looks down and she goes, oh, don't worry. Someone parked in your parking spot. I called security to make sure that they clamped their car. It's not right. And I was like, this is my car. And she was like, what? She couldn't understand. She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, this is my car. She's like, yeah, but that's your car. And I was like, no,
They're
I know.
both my
that's
car.
my car. And that's my car. Shock horror of all horrors. And she goes, that's your car? You've got 2 cars? And I was like, yeah, I have 2 cars. And I didn't want to go into explaining to her that I'm just getting round to selling this one.
There's no need.
But I was just like, why are you this involved? Why are you this invested? And then, why are you this confused? It was blowing her mind. She was like, but why do you have 2 cars? And I was like, look, can we just call security, unclamp my car so that I can leave?
Yeah, you can leave.
But again, it's this thing of like, and I think as people of color, because I was going to say black people, but I think it transcends beyond black people. Black people, Mexican people, Indian people, people of color. I think that we're hardwired to be in a situation of survival. We're hardwired to survive. I just have to make it through the day.
Need to make it
I need
through.
to make it through this. Like, I've got this challenge that I need to overcome, and I've got this challenge that I need to overcome. So when we see other people who look like us thriving,
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't
It's like,
gel.
make it make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense. And so now we feel the need to come after this hun. I was like, and she just looked like such a nice girl. She was just here. Let me tell you a positive story. Let me tell you something good that has happened
Put
to
something
me.
positive on your timeline. But
And
people were
they
triggered.
They came
But you
for
know,
her.
Cass, it's and I know we're saying people of color, but I'm gonna speak specifically to Black women because that's the experience that I have. And I remember reading this thing on Pinterest. I don't know where I read this thing. How it's like, because you were like, we're hardwired to just like survive. And it's this, but there's this idea that the world also has of a Black woman is like, you're supposed to just be surviving. You're supposed to be hustling. You are strong. So it's okay for you to suffer.
It's okay because you're strong, because you can handle it.
Because I've seen this person did like a study or something and was like, even in hospitals, Black
read this
women
thing.
are treated differently than white women because it's like, you're strong, you're fine. If you say you're in pain, they're like, oh, but it can't be that deep.
That's
Oh, it's in your head. Oh, it's this. Because you're like, you are strong. Doesn't mean that you're not going to break down. So there's this perception. So it's like you've been told that you need to have it together. Like you need to be strong. You need to stand firm. And so for you, that's the only thing that you know to do. You're like, I need to keep it together. I need to this. I need to hustle. Which is why sometimes you'll even see a Black woman who's got a man who's willing to step in and be responsible, who's willing to be her partner, and she's fighting so hard because she does not know that she can rest. It's like, it's like
need to
tightening the world
rest.
to your chest, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, that's our mindset. Like, you just go, like, everyone expects that you have it together, and so you show up willing to prove that point. It's almost like if you are living soft, you're wasting your Black woman's strength. I don't know.
It's like you're wasting your Black woman's strength.
It's also
Fine.
weird for people. They
It's-
can't. They don't see it often.
But it's not people. It's other people of color.
And there's still people of color. Are people.
But I think
I understand
for
what
me-
you mean. Like, it's other.
For me, I'm like, we don't know how to celebrate each other.
No, Black people don't know how to
We
do
don't know
that.
how to. We don't know how to like look out for. Sometimes.
Yes.
We don't know how to look
Sometimes.
out for each other. We don't know how to celebrate each other. We don't know how to. We're so. And again, I don't think the intention is always ill, but it comes from this place of like, I need to survive.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I need to make it through. So I'm gonna prioritize me. You know.
Yes.
And so
it's
when
this scarcity mentality.
Scarcity
That's
mindset.
what it is. Like,
100%.
there isn't enough to go around.
100%.
Grab while you
grab
can.
as much as you can while you can for you.
For you and your family.
And it doesn't matter if everybody else.
It doesn't matter,
suffers.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So when you see, I think that because of the scarcity thing, when you see like another Black person or a Black woman or a woman of color, when you see them thriving and living soft, you almost want to be like, it's ill-gotten.
Yeah, how did you do this?
Yeah,
how
you
did you
didn't do this
this
the right way.
You didn't do this. It must
something
be
shady's
It must
happening.
be something shady or immoral happening
Yes,
because
you
there were
scammed
some
someone.
really really immoral things that they said about this hun. So just were
Shame.
questioning. I just was like, she's just living. She's cracked the code of life.
But you
let's
see-
learn from her.
Exactly. Well, I wouldn't say she's cracked the code of life
I'm being
because
facetious,
I
but
understand.
you know what I mean,
I understand.
right?
But you see, this thing that's happening to this hun is why sometimes because I firmly believe that a lot more Black people and people of color are doing well. They're just not out here telling you that they're doing well.
Why?
Because of this.
Exactly.
Because you will either get
Exactly.
dragged, you will get
Exactly.
told that you've done it the wrong way, or you will get taxed.
Black tax. It's so
You
real.
will get taxed so hard.
Black
so we're
tax.
not, it's because of what's happening. That's why because I feel like because we are smart, we're hardworking, all of the things. Black people are out here, they've cracked it. They've won at life. But they're just like, no,
I'm not gonna tell
we
people.
don't tell
We're
anyone.
not gonna tell
we're not
anybody
gonna
about
supposed
this.
because you don't want this kind of negativity coming back.
Yeah.
Like, how did you end up?
I think it also for me comes back to like our parents as well, because
Yep.
if you think about where our parents have come from, they were the survive our generation's parents were the survived generation. Like, you know, you're coming off if I speak to me specifically, in South Africa, my parents moved to South Africa just as apartheid had ended. So we're all trying to black people are like, we're trying to figure it out. Like, what does the world look like now? But we still don't feel safe. We still don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
We've still got to look out for each other. But I also think, but if I'm honest, I think it goes beyond that. Like, think about, the one thing that I think about is black parents raising their children as well. Don't raise, as soon as black parents see their children living soft, let me not say black parents, parents of color, because I believe that this is the Indian experience. I believe it. Do you know what I mean? I believe that this is the I don't know, Latin American experience, the colored experience. I believe it. You're sleeping in on a Saturday morning.
Why?
Why? Where do you think this came from? We have worked so hard to make this and this happen for you to sleep.
Oh, I've got a good one. Working from home. That doesn't translate to working. Why are you at home?
Why are you here?
I'm working.
Why are you here?
But why are you at home?
I don't
But like,
understand.
working from home is such a good thing for everyone. Like, if you can.
My dad was so hectic. He used to come into my room on like a Saturday morning, and he'd be like, it's 10 o'clock. You're in your bed. You're asleep. So many other people have done this, have achieved this, have achieved this. Then I look at my phone.
Your mates have chat.
It's definitely like 7:30. It's definitely 7:30. And he's walked into the room. He has thrown those curtains wide open. He's like, get up. The day is wasting. And I'm
It's
like,
7:30
on a Saturday morning. Like, let me rest. Let me chill.
That wasn't...
Our parents don't know how to rest.
Yeah, Saturday mornings were not for rest. It was for chores.
It was for chores. Our parents also don't know how to live soft.
No. Well, okay, yeah. Specifically, my parents don't know how to live soft.
Don't know how to...
They're hardworking.
Yeah.
We work.
The people of color parent experience, what is a vacation?
But we did do vacations.
Did you?
Though. Yeah, we did vacations.
Okay. We didn't.
we did but vacations means you go away.
Like, you go away. Like let's go away for the weekend to go and do this.
Not for the weekend,
That's
but
what
summer.
I'm saying.
Like summer vacation.
Yeah, you would go, yeah. But even then, like, it's to go and do something. Like, we would go to Kenya, but even when we're in Kenya, this thing is being built, this thing is being farmed,
my parents
this thing is being...
definitely, we did that. We just go on vacation and we go on vacation.
Oh, wow.
We weren't
What
doing
was that
anything.
like?
We'd just go around, we'd walk, we'd have lunch, we'd go to the beach, we'd have some fun. And my parents didn't make us do, you know how you had summer classes?
Yeah.
We never did that.
Yeah.
My parents didn't push for us to do that.
My mother would wake us up on a Sunday. We would then go to church. We would come back, and then she would make us sit and do like 2 hours of like extra homework. So she had this like book. I can feel my brother also just going like, I remember. So we had this book of like English comprehension studies, and she would sit and make us do on a Sunday, make us do English comprehension, and then my dad would sit and make us do our times tables as well, or like a different mathematical challenge.
Why?
Literally
on a Sunday afternoon
to keep the. You got to keep going. You got to keep that brain sharp. Now, to be fair, both my brother and I did very, very well in English and maths. Okay, like the fruit was there.
I did well in English and math, and I didn't do this on a Sunday.
I'm with you, but I'm just like, our parents don't know how to rest. Our parents don't know how to relax. Our parents don't know what it is to live soft. I was reading the story online as well. It was so funny, and it was a tweet. Someone was like, "Oh, you know, what are some things that your parent, if you're a child." If you're a child of people of color, like, what are some of the traumas that you're trying to heal yourself from?
That list is long, I'll tell you now.
It obviously went viral. It's so funny. The one was like, you know, my mom used to be at work, and we'd come home from school and we'd be playing PlayStation in the afternoon. And then when we see her coming, you like turn everything off, and then you do the homework. You turn everything off. You run. The one time this hun came into the house, she put her hand on the PlayStation and then said, "Why is it warm? Why is it warm?" I was like,
okay. My mom used to ration. In South Africa, it's called Milo. In Nigeria, it's Milo.
Yeah.
She used to ration it for my sister and I. not because we couldn't afford it.
And
She
she's
was just like,
like,
this is sugar. You should not be eating this every day. We were kids, but she's like, no, you have it Sunday, Wednesdays, Friday. That's it.
Okay, but that is like to protect your health.
Yeah, but I'm a child. I don't know that.
Yeah,
Why are
but
you explaining?
I'm
I
just
wanted to live soft.
I'm just saying, like, I'm
Let
with
me
you.
live
Let me live
soft.
soft. Let me live soft. I understand.
She'd like, yeah.
I
was-
understand. The other thing, because I wrote down a couple of things like we weren't allowed to do. So obviously sleeping on the weekends. What even is a vacation? The other thing. Don't disagree with me.
No, but that one's normal. It's like a respect thing. That's not a living soft
No.
thing.
You know, it's okay, fine. Maybe it's less about living soft, but it's about like open discourse, like having a conversation.
What is that?
What is that? Our parents don't know how to let's just have a chat.
I mean, now they do, but
Now
like
they
when
do.
we were kids.
Now they do, but when we
you
were
do
kids,
as
you
I
don't.
say.
A large number of the fights I had with my mom and dad was because I pushed back
Yeah.
and was trying, and not because I was trying to be rude, because I was genuinely just trying to understand. I'm like,
I
but
can
I
see
don't
that.
understand. Like, why are we doing it? Why don't we do it like
But
this?
why?
And they're like,
Yeah.
how dare you speak
How
that
dare
to me?
you?
You know. Anyway, I do think that we as a people. We need to learn to celebrate each other more.
I agree.
It's
Just
how we're going to
celebrate
move
other
forward.
people, other black people, other people of color.
Yeah,
it
for
doesn't
sure.
matter. The point is someone else's. It might be the life you aspire to, but hating on it does not
Yeah.
in any way make it yours.
Absolutely.
It doesn't. You're just putting negativity out there.
Absolutely.
English is hard.
Yeah.
But like, if we celebrate black people more, it means that when we see opportunities that we know we can't go for, we tell the other people,
For
there's this
sure.
thing, maybe you can. But we
Yeah.
don't do that because we're like,
Yeah.
I can't get it, so you shouldn't
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, for sure.
And then no
100%.
person of color ascends to that position. Now we've lost it.
Exactly.
Nobody ascends.
And then we've lost it. And this is exactly a good thing, because I think obviously now having lived in Dubai for a little bit, but the Arab community does this so well. They
Yeah.
support each other.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, I started a business. Oh, you need this thing done. Come, you can do it for free. No. Come.
That
pay.
there is a whole
You'll-
other chat.
Yeah, right. You'll pay for it, right? It's fine. But I know now that I'm gonna support my fellow Arab brothers and
Yes.
sisters.
I'm gonna
And so-
patronize you before I go outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so now, as a collective, as a group, we all rise.
We all rise.
together.
Yes.
I really wish people of color
we need to get it together because
jump on that.
we do. We need to
That
get it
would be
together.
amazing.
That would be amazing. Everything
So-
would go the right way.
Celebrate each other. Celebrate each
I
other.
celebrate you,
I
Cassandra.
celebrate you. I think you're amazing. I think you're incredible. You're amazing. So yeah. What?
I'm loving the
Loving the love. Me too's loving the love.
Look, celebrate other black people.
Yeah.
Share no gatekeeping. Share the
Yeah.
opportunities.
Yes.
Another one's
That's a good
coming on
one.
the way.
That's
if
a
it's
good
not your
point.
one, share it. Don't
Yeah.
gatekeep. Where did you get the great dress? Share it. Where did you get your hair done? Where did you
Yeah.
get your nails did? Where
Yeah.
did you invest? Who did you
Yeah.
invest with? Who's your banker? Who's your account person? Where did you get the house? Like, share.
Share.
How did you apply for this job? Like,
So that collectively
Collectively,
we rise.
we can
Collectively we rise.
rise.
Because it's the only way we're going to overcome. It's also the only way we're going to heal.
yes.
Heal like the pain and the trauma of the parental units that have come before us, right?
The pain and the trauma of the colonizer.
The colonizers. The pain and the trauma of the colonizers. Anyway, on that note, that's the end of the episode. And the takeaway is celebrate each other. Celebrate each other as much as you possibly can. Everyone in this world is trying to survive. Everyone in this world is trying to make it through. And so when you see someone winning, celebrate it.
Yeah.
Celebrate it.
When you see a black woman, a woman of color thriving, please don't pull her down.
Yeah.
Celebrate her
Celebrate
and
her.
ask how she got there.
Learn from her.
Learn.
Yeah.
Like, girl, even me, I need this soft life that you're currently on. What's the secret?
What's the secret?
That's the way to go.
And then go treat yourself. Have you watched that? Have you watched Parks and Rec? You haven't. It's not really your show.
No.
I love Parks and Recreation.
know.
It is my favorite. It's so funny. But Donna and Tom have this thing where they call.
Of course, Need To is Parks and Rec. Of course.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Okay, but I just want to call out that treating yourself will mean something different for everyone.
Absolutely.
It might not be Swarovski.
Living
It might not
soft,
be sitting
yeah.
on the beach. Living
Living
soft means
soft means
different
something
things.
different.
For you, it might just be the having the opportunity to have a nothing day.
Absolutely.
To sit on the couch and rest.
Absolutely.
It could just be
That's
sleeping
soft.
in.
Yes.
It could be getting your hair done.
Yes.
It could be just being able to go to breakfast with a friend and not have to look at the time like we need to go. Like it could just be sitting for hours, endless mimosas,
This is
having
a really
chats.
good point. This is
Whatever
a really important
it
point.
is for you. Like
Yeah.
don't go thinking it needs to look like someone else's one and then you're aspiring and hustling and stressing to live someone else's soft life.
Soft
No,
life.
live your
What
own
is
soft life.
for you?
What is soft life for you? Live your own.
Such an important,
Live your own soft life.
call out. Yeah,
And
for sure.
live soft and come say hi on Instagram.
But treat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself because you deserve it.
You do.
You deserve it. Anyway, okay, that's it from us. Thank you so much for joining us here at Leave Me Alone. I'm working on it. We're so happy to have had you. Come and say hi on social media. Instagram, TikTok.
Girl, English is hard. Just roll with it.
I'm going to try that again. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And then don't forget to like and subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe anywhere and everywhere you find your podcasts. Also, you can watch and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, love you. Bye.